You're watching a Love Jack video, where I show you how to create, share, and connect through art. This is Make Art to Mail. With just a few supplies and some time to sit and connect, I will show you how to create a handmade card that is sure to put a smile on someone's face. We believe art has the power to make you happy. So let's make some today and mail some happiness to your friend. This month's creative challenge is lettering. I cannot believe the month's almost over. Have you been participating in the Write On campaign? I'll link all the information below, but don't worry, it is never too late to start writing letters. This week's phrase is remember when. I love this phrase because I love reminiscing. I love thinking about things that have happened in the past and just smiling. I also love getting together with friends and talking about old memories that just put smiles on our faces. When I can't get together with my friends, sending a card like this is the perfect way to connect with them and think about all the good times. This is definitely a card that I could have made 30 of and sent out one every single day for the entire month. There are just so many great memories that I want to celebrate. For this card, you'll need cardstock. I'm going with a colored cardstock this time. Corresponding envelope, 2 different color ink pads, some wooden alpha stamps, a ruler, an ultra fine point Sharpie, and wipes. It's pretty fitting that I decided to use these alphabet stamps because you'll see who my card is dedicated to. I keep them in these super cute old box that used to belong to my Aunt Annie, and here's a picture of my Aunt Jerry when she was a kid. So we're gonna start by taking this dark blue ink pad and kind of just brushing it up against the side of the card. I want it to look a little bit aged. So I'm just brushing it along the side. I'm gonna put a scrap piece of paper down underneath. Because we're writing out remember when, I want this card to look a little bit aged. So I'm just playing around with the ink pad and giving it a little bit more texture. So the stamps themselves are about 1/2 inch tall. So I went ahead and I marked 1/2 inch down the side of this, and now I'm gonna connect them. It's just gonna kind of give it another aged look, but give me lines to write on. I'm not gonna make them go across completely. I'm gonna kind of stagger my pen. I'm just picking it up every once in a while. Okay, now that I made the card look pretty aged and I have some lines across it, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp out the words remember when. I was gonna do it in black, but let me try it in blue. Yeah, I kind of like that. As you can tell, I don't really clean my stamps because they're all dirty, but I kind of like how that looks because again, it's one of those things that it's like I'm using these art supplies and that makes me feel good, as opposed to the ones that I don't use and then they don't work. But someone who's like a professional crafter would probably be telling you after this is done, wipe it off with a wipe. I also like using different kind of containers and meaningful containers, like this box that used to be my Aunt Annie's, to hold my art supplies. I'm sure you know by now I'm kind of a craft supply hoarder, but I do suggest investing in 1 or 2 good alphabet stamps on wooden blocks. I just really like how you can use them. Choose your favorite font, they have so many out there, and then keep them in a place where you will constantly use them over and over again. So now that I got it saying remember when, I think it would be cool to use my own handwriting to write the memory. And I'm going to do it on the front. I'm just gonna write for this, for my Aunt Jerry, I'm gonna write remember when you produce. See, now again, this is where a scrap paper can come in handy. You kind of want to space it out and see how you want to space it out. So that's kind of why I just wrote it here. So I think I'm gonna go like this. And now I know I need 5 lines, So basically, anytime I'm writing something out and I want it to be kind of even, I sketch it out, I just jot it down really quickly and then try to space it out roughly. Now, I don't know, I don't like to be a perfectionist about this too much because I'd rather just wing it and let it be. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm not counting the letters, I'm just kind of spacing out the words. And I think because it's my own handwriting and it's supposed to be an old age look thing, it will be awesome no matter what. But I do know I need 5 lines, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna skip this one and start here. So I think that looks pretty fun. It's my handwriting, it looks pretty cool, but I'm gonna go back over it and kind of make it a little bit fancier, and you could do this too. I'm just going to, any of the down lines, I'm gonna make 2 of them. So I'm gonna double them up. So like the L for lead, lead, the I, this part of the N, this part of the T, this part of the H. And again, I just think it makes it look just a little bit more interesting. And this is something else I've been doing for years, just when I've been playing around with lettering. It's nothing super special, and no one's probably gonna hire me to be a letterer because of this. But I know it's gonna make my aunt smile when she gets this in the mail. It's kind of a cool effect. What do you think, right? Remember when you led us in the Eli Avenue All-American Super Duper Circus Show? It's just a good memory I have in my childhood, and now it's on the card and she can hopefully remember it too. And then inside I can write my message. Now for the front, I'm gonna do the similar thing, and I'm gonna stamp her name in the alphabet letters. So I wound up not even using the black ink at all, but you could definitely use black ink. I just really like how the blue, dark blue ink looks on the blue paper. And I will go back later and stamp the rest of her address. Another way to make this appear old is I'm gonna use some old stamps. There are definitely ones you could buy online that are like collectibles, but the old stamps I have are just old postcard stamps that do not equal 50. And since they are kind of blue, I'm gonna use them here. So a postage stamp now is 50 cents, and that is 28 and 26, so that's more than 50. Since I already have my ink pad out, I quickly went through my stamp drawer and I saw what other kind of oldie-timey stamps I have. So I have an oldie-timey key. I got it from the store, the ink pad, and apparently I spent almost $12 on it, probably more with tax, so I might as well be using it. And then also this pretty cool looking old pocket watch. Oh my goodness, look at my hands. So again, I'm gonna use the blue and the blue because I like how that looks. Just kind of put it over here. And then maybe I'll do the key on the back. You know, this is why I like to have all my art supplies organized and on hand, because I love how that looks. And I'm so glad I was easily able to just open the drawer and look through them and find the ones I wanted to use. Come on. This video is dedicated to my Aunt Jury. If you read the comments below, you may also know her as well. She's been such a Love Jack supporter from the beginning, and I truly appreciate it. I think that's because she is such a creative person herself. She just exudes creativity. She is the art. She could really have her own DIY blog showcasing all of her beautiful creations. And fun fact, she's the mom to my cousin Perigo that I dedicated a video to a couple weeks back. Creativity just runs in our family, and I feel so blessed to be in such an openly creative family. So thank you, Aunt Jer, for always encouraging me to be creative and supporting me when I do so. I have so many memories from my childhood where you have really inspired me to be creative and pushed me to be creative. One of my favorites, and it will always be one of my favorites, is the Eli Avenue All-American Super Duper Circus Show. What good times. Me and Jeanette still talk about that anytime we get together. We had so much fun. Keep sharing your art with me and the entire world. We really need it. And thank you for watching, but also creating, sharing, and connecting with all of us. It's so much fun and I truly appreciate it. All right, have a great week, and don't forget to give a little thumbs up.